My, oh my. Look who decided to go hiking when weather conditions were not perfect. Typically, I don't do anything unless everything is perfect. The weather, my mood, the plans are all right. But here I am, 2 hours away from home, on a cloudy day, in the mountains, doing things when the weather isn't perfect. This is really my first time solo hiking, and I noticed 3 mistakes I made. One, I'm not wearing long socks, so my socks keep sliding down for some reason. I'm wearing boots, that's probably why. 2, an additional strap to keep this more balanced and stable. 3, a belt. My pants, they fit, but when you're hiking, you don't want to keep focusing on them, But there's some good to being out here. Ponies. Ponies are out here. Not only that, on this trail, I guess there's bears? What the hell? Yep, that's poop. But I don't know. It's good to be out in nature. It's good to get out the house. I've literally been working 2 jobs while in college. So it's good to have a bit of a break. But maybe I should keep my ear out for that bear. As you can see, I have my special necklace. You can see the guy meditating, the people walking across the bridge. Yeah. This is my special necklace. But as I was saying, lately I've been reading a book called Many Lives, Many Masters, and I loved it. It was about how a psychiatrist put his patient under hypnosis, and during that time she found that she's lived, I think, 86 lives, and when you die, it is the most peaceful thing you could ever experience. And after each session, when she would wake up, she would remember her past lives, but there would be these spirits speaking through her. And she doesn't remember the spirit speaking through her, but she remembers her past lives, which is fascinating. And as these spirits spoke through her to the psychiatrist, it would tell them, for example, we're not supposed to kill. People who do bad things will suffer in the next dimension or in the next life far worse. It's not up to us to kill, it's only up to God. And these master spirits spoke of having love, hope, faith, and obedience, doing selfless acts. And that is the best thing you can do to essentially raise your soul's vibration. And that makes sense. And ultimately, they said that religious people tend to be the closest ones to that. Certain religious people, because they practice things like no sex until marriage, and to love, and to have faith in something more than yourself, and at times even submitting your will to something more than yourself. This is where I am, up in the mountains. Born in Virginia, surrounded by mountains. I'm a mountain man, But anyways, the best thing you can do for yourself is to remain pure and to learn what lessons you need to learn. Of course, you're not going to know what lessons you need to learn. But when an issue presents itself, learn from it. The greatest thing we can do, and the most important thing to learn, is that we're ever evolving, and to love each other, to learn from our mistakes, and to be the best version of ourselves. Your life isn't guaranteed, but the book did say, which I think a lot of people, spiritual people, agree with, you choose when you live and when you die. So when it's time to go, it's because your soul completed its mission. It's learned the lessons it's needed to learn, and it was time. And afterwards, you just kind of reincarnate until you evolve as intended. You evolve and get to that destination, wherever the end goal is, But pretty good book. I highly recommend it. Me, I'm just out here reconnecting with nature. I've been putting this off for months. Like I said, it was a 2-hour drive. How I want to live my life is to be totally free. I'm going to learn my lessons, pursue my purpose, but ultimately, I'm going to enjoy my time here. Because there's no way life looks like this. And I'm just out there missing it or suffering. And it's literally just me out here. Holy moly. No bears though. That's the good part. But me, I'm just a man in the mist, finding my own path. And I don't think I'm doing too bad. I'm in college now for occupational therapy and psychology. I was working 2 jobs, now I'm working 1. I'm about to pick up a second one. Life is good. I have everything I want. I'm doing what I want right now. Literally. Life is what you make it. And you can make your life pretty fun. You just gotta keep at it, Oh, look at that little bunny. In any case, life has always been about the journey and not the destination. Just enjoy the journey. But now we're at the destination. And here we are. Some motherfucking horses, man. Hey, my God. And they're wild, too. They're actually ponies, I think. There we go. Some over there. Some right here. Yeah, there's a ton. Holy. That's pretty cool. I see ya. Look over here. Wow. There's more over there. I told you guys, I'm the king of the mountain, okay? Man on the mountain, king of the mountain, same thing. I had to climb up all these rocks. All of them. Oh my God. But I'm up here. This one slightly. I'm up here. This one's slightly higher, but I'm not climbing that. I'm here. Yeah, man on the mountain, king of the mountain. Remember that. My hair looks so crazy. I'm about to get a retwist, so it doesn't matter, but I'm up here. That's what matters. Guys, it is so quiet up here. I feel like I'm on the quietest place on earth. Holy shit. Let's have a moment of silence.